Hi, Jeff. How are you today?
And I'm good. How are you, Julie?
I'm great. Jeff, why don't you introduce yourself and let everyone know what you do at Dynamic Dies?
My name's Jeff Francis. I am the global production manager, and I oversee printing plates, cutting dies, and our digital facility. We are a printing plate, cutting die supplier to the industry. We have been for over 50 years, and I've had the pleasure to run all the divisions and make sure we're profitable and on track.
You mentioned digital. There's so much exciting stuff happening in that facility right now. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on over there?
So we started that about 7 years ago, and it had took off. We couldn't keep up. Our production was lacking. Our capacity was maxed out, and we needed to change. We needed something bigger. We needed something faster. We ended up buying a new Fuji Acuity Ultra, which is a hybrid unit, and it will allow faster speeds, multiple throughput at the same time. The quality is much better, and I think we have a better ink in that machine now, which serves a better purpose for some of our food and beverage people who didn't like some of the smells or the textures of it.
You're able to run 2 sheets through if needed, double it up. It's cured when it comes out.
Box houses like volume, and we wanted to be able to make that niche for the box houses who don't need a large run, who need 50 to 1,000 pieces. We want to be able to fill that, and that's what we do there. So if you were thinking about it, you had a Christmas promo and you had 10 displays for it just for Christmas. You don't want to buy a set of printing plates. You don't want to buy a cutting die. You don't want to buy all that. You just want the boxes or the displays. And this allows a customer, an end user, to say, I just want these displays. And most box houses will walk away because they know the price of that to run 10 to 20 of these items is going to be sky high, and they're not going to be able to touch it. So this allows us to allow the box houses to still offer that to their customers without producing tooling and delivering it within a couple weeks, finished product.
What's the coolest product you've seen come through that printer so far?
And we've done some really cool bourbon displays, especially since we're down in the Indianapolis area, which is so close to the Bourbon Trail. We do get a lot of bourbons, different bourbons. I think there's one over my shoulder here. One of the ones we did, and we've done several out, multiple piece pack outs we had to do that are really some showstoppers in the liquor stores.
And they leave Dynamic Dies and they go straight to their final destination.
It is on a pallet. It is shrink wrapped. It is ready to go. It can be delivered anywhere from our doorstep to yours. And a lot of the box houses really like that because they don't want to mess with that stuff.
Yeah, that fulfillment piece can be a challenge, I'm sure. Another thing that when I was at Dynamic Dies headquarters, I thought was so cool was seeing the FlexMount process.
So let me start with the history of it. We always have a customer who's trying to move a set of plates from this machine to this machine. And the short answer always has been, sorry, we can't hook that up to your machine. The material's too small, the material's too big. And these people have to buy another set of plates. Now, being a plate supplier, we like to sell extra plates if we can, but there really is it's not necessary if you can think your way through it and come up with a solution. And we come up with several solutions to match several different press scenarios. And we've offered different things that the industry has not come up with. And we have it available for people if they want to get on board with us.
So you are developing things at Dynamic Dies that you can't get anywhere else.
That is correct.
Very cool.
I have some interesting samples here for everybody. So this is a basic setup. And what this has on it is a lead edge strip that will come right off. It's a single flange, typical to the industry, and it'll come right off. And if we have to, we can put it right on the bottom. And if you're moving from a top printer to a bottom printer, you just did it just like that.
Wow, that's so easy and so simple.
We also have another piece of that if you do switch from the lead edge to the trail edge and you need a tension band to hold up a little extra slack, you can do that easily, and it moves to the other side as well. So now what you end up having is you put your lead edge on the bottom and you put your tension strap on there as well. So now you have a simple mount that you just switched from a top printer to a bottom printer.
And how long did that take you? A matter of seconds. And how long did it used to take in order to make that happen?
Well, traditionally, they'd have to send the plates back. We tear the lead edge strip off and sew it on the other side. Send it back. You lose 2 days, you lose shipping, you lose all that stuff. Here, you can just do it yourself and move it from machine to machine every day, twice a day, whatever you want to do.
Wow.
So the other thing that's come up is, hey, I'm sending this over to my 66-inch that I ran for my 37-inch. I need a little bit more material. Is that possible? Well, yes. We made a little addition, a little strip, a little extension strip. We stick it on there. And now we've got a piece of material that's, in this case, 2 inches longer. It could be 20 inches longer. It could be whatever. But it'll hook up just the same way with this lead edge strip. And now you have a mount that's a little bit longer.
Ta-da! Like, so simple. That's kind of what makes Dynamic Dies live up to its name. I mean, you guys are dynamic in what you're able to offer your customers.
It's not something you can click on our website and buy. It's a thought out process, worked through with our sales and with our production people here.
Collaborating through that process to get the end product for your customer is such a major benefit of working with Dynamic Dies on this. You know you're going to get a quality product, and it's going to be right because you're going to make sure it's right the first time and make sure that everything is going to be accomplished the way that you expect your end result to be. And that's kind of customer service you don't see very often anymore.
Well, that's the best part about service. It ends up in a partnership, and that's what makes people successful.
Exactly. The Dynamic Dies partnership with your clients.
Right.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Love the demos. I'm always here for a demo. So anytime you have something to show, let's hop on and make it happen.
Will do. Thanks for having me.